Down is over. Vice President Vance tells Fox's Hannity.
I know that there are a lot of people out there, Sean, who are saying things are expensive. And we have to remember they're expensive because we inherited this terrible inflation crisis from the Biden administration.
Yesterday, the White House announced the removal of tariffs on certain imports out of El Salvador, Argentina, Ecuador, and Guatemala as part of framework agreements aimed to lower the prices of goods, including bananas, coffee, and cocoa. The expectation is that retailers will pass on the cost savings to consumers.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff at the White House. The shutdown cost the economy an estimated $90 billion, slowed growth, and stopped inflation and unemployment data collection, leading to uncertainty about future interest rate cuts, prompting the biggest sell-off on Wall Street in a month, and Dow futures down another 200 points this morning. Air travel isn't back to normal yet, but Fox Business Network's Grady Trimble reports from Reagan National in D.C.
Air traffic controllers are coming back to work in large numbers. The flight-mandated cuts are still in place at 6% at 40 major airports across the country, including this one. But the good news is that there are fewer delays and cancellations so far today than there have been in about a week or so. We're looking at around 500 flights delayed, around 600 of them canceled.
There are fresh casualties of war in Ukraine's capital. Another Russian barrage of drones and missiles hit Kyiv, doing damage, starting fires, killing 5 people, wounding at least 34, as Ukraine deals with a $100 million corruption scandal.
One of 7 charged suspects, a former business partner of Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. It was Zelensky last summer who, in the middle of this investigation, tried to weaken the anti-corruption bodies, worried Ukraine could be falling back to past corrupt ways. And it comes when Kyiv depends on billions of dollars of support from foreign countries in its fight with Russia. Its reputation is critical.
That's Fox's Greg Palcott. America's listening to Fox News.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
We're sorry. Don't sue us. That's the message President Trump got from Britain.
The BBC apologized to President Trump, but says there is no basis for a defamation lawsuit over an edit of President Trump's speech on January 6, 2021, before rioters breached the U.S. Capitol. The British broadcaster says its chairman sent a personal letter to the White House expressing remorse for how the speech was edited in a documentary, and says the BBC will not rebroadcast the episode of Panorama. Lawyers for President Trump demanded an apology and are threatening a $1 billion lawsuit. 2 BBC executives, including the broadcaster's news chief, resigned Sunday, saying the scandal was damaging the BBC. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
First Lady Melania Trump joined the president as he signed an executive order designed to help young Americans transition from being foster care children.
The ability to secure an entry-level job position and, in turn, financial independence.
Well, you'll be very financially independent if you hit the Mega Millions jackpot tonight. $965 million, the 14th biggest U.S. lottery prize ever. On Thursday Night Football, the Patriots won their 8th straight game, beating the New York Jets 27-14.
Travion Henderson did most of the scoring for New England, finding the end zone twice on the ground and once through the air.
2nd and 5. Pump fake, throws, open, caught, touchdown. The hat trick for Henderson.
That was courtesy of Prime Video as the Patriots improved to 9-2 and remain in first place in the AFC East. For the Jets, they had their 2-game winning streak snapped. Joe Morgan, Fox News.
In baseball, just like last year, after the Dodgers won the World Series, LA's biggest star, Shohei Ohtani, voted the National League Most Valuable Player. It's his 4th career MVP award in just 8 seasons. Also, for the 2nd year in a row, New York Yankees slugger Aaron Judge is the AL MVP. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. A Mahomet School Board member charged with hitting a state trooper's car earlier this year in Kankakee County pleads not guilty. State police say in March the trooper responded to a report of debris in the roadway on I-57 near Chibans. Trooper says the driver of the SUV, identified as Harold McComb, was taken to the hospital. McComb cited and charged. Urbana Fire hosting trainings this week thanks to an out-of-the-ordinary donation from a neighboring veterinary clinic. Good Friends Animal Hospital planning to expand in the near future and bought a neighboring house. But before tearing it down, they called the fire department to see if they needed it for training. One of the most historic buildings on University of Illinois' campus just had a big celebration. On Friday, November 7th, the university celebrated 100 years of Huff Hall by opening a time capsule from 1924. State championships were held here from 1926 to 1962, and it was the ultimate spot. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim.
Yeah, it's back in the day. You got in your old 56 and you drove out to Huff. You parked somewhere around campus and you walked, and everybody had, suits and hats back then.
I know.
Maybe not in the 50s, more back in the 30s and 40s. But
and I feel like when they first got started, it wasn't Huff Hall, it was gymnasium.
Just called gymnasium. Did they play Kinney Gym? Probably not a state championship. It's all at Huff.
Right.
And you can imagine that place. And I think they do have seats that are blocked with pillars.
Uh-huh.
I think I don't know.
Little obstructive view.
Yeah, that would be bad because you'd hear the crowd and you wouldn't know what went on. But anyway, no, those are days gone by. Those are the old days in the 40s and 50s and stuff coming out of World War II. And boy, everything's going on. You're not doing anything on your phone. You're grabbing the newspaper.
Well, yeah.
And you got young radio stations started around here in 1935, 38, 37, in that range. And that's what you had. And you had to get information on your radio.
Yep, that's right.
It's changed quite a bit from the standpoint of all kinds of stuff, Solye. Man.
And weather forecasting too. You just kind of stuck your finger out the window and whatever fell on it. That was it. That's the forecast.
When did the modern meteorologist stuff start? Do you know?
Probably in the advance of first the telecommunications end of it back in the late 30s, 40s, and then the satellites late 50s, more so in the 60s. Numeric weather forecasting into the roughly mid to late 70s starting up, and then from there. So it's been sort of a stair-step progress into at least better technology in reporting weather and getting weather data.
I mean, 1952, would we have known a tornado was coming? I mean, did they have it?
Good question. I'm trying to remember the year that I think they accidentally stumbled on it at the U of I, right on campus, the atmospherics department, that little hook echo. I got a picture of it someplace, but maybe not far off that time frame.
Yeah. Greg Sawyer, meteorologist, brought to you this morning by the Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, the Turkey Trot is on Thanksgiving morning from Crystal Lake Park. If you'd like to register ahead of time, it is totally free, but that makes sure you'll have your finisher ribbon when you cross the finish line. It's urbanaparks.org.
You could keep this for the rest of the winter, and I'd be thrilled, sir.
Love it.
So nice.
That's right. Look at how the weather gets better, brighter, sunnier, warmer when Diane is back in town.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
That's
well done, ma'am. Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Out the door this morning. Not bad for a mid-November born at 43 at Willard and Savoy, 39 at Rantoul to 44 at Bloomington Normal, 47 at Danville. A couple of sprinkles around the Indianapolis area right now, 52 down St. Louis ways. And boy, next couple of days, get the holiday decorations out. Don't have to plug them in unless you want to. And then you're ready to go. And we're getting ready to go to gradually moving into a wetter weather pattern for next week. The following week after that, maybe a little more dynamic system or two to come our way with a shower and rainfall potential. So we're going to start nibbling away at the expanding dryness and drought across the area. We've seen some improvement into the southern Corn Belt locales. But in any event, back to the matters at hand for the day-to-day. A fine day's worth of weather with partly cloudy morning in spots. A sun-filled afternoon, south-southwesterly wind. Afternoon temperatures closing in on the 70-degree mark. We'll bottom out at seasonally mild tonight, 57. Normal high this time of the year is 51. South-southwesterly wind, 71 at kickoff tomorrow with a sunny to partly cloudy sky and a southwest wind. That'll be gusty, 20 to 30, shifting westerly, planned accordingly with the football kickoff and kick game in mind. 38, a cooler night tomorrow night and a cooler Sunday, but no rain, sunny and 54. We do get into some rain, couple of rounds Monday night into Tuesday, dry Wednesday, then more rain back in at times Thursday and Friday. Nothing heavy, nothing severe. High temperatures into the lower 50s, nights above freezing at 35 to 45. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, buddy, thank you very much. When was this song a hit? Anybody know?
76.
I think you're right. I think it was 75. 50 years. Elton John, Philadelphia Freedom, number one in America. All right, good morning. I am Stevie J. That is Diane Ducey.
Morning.
Brother Johnny will be along briefly. He's got a Board of Visitors breakfast, lunch planned to get a bunch of VIPs in town.
Yeah, lots of those great engineers.
Boy, I tell you what, the engineering at the University of Illinois, as you know, is just it's number one for the master's program, number one for online program for civil engineer, and then they've got all kinds of environmental, like top 5 in everything in the world now. It's some of the stuff the U of I has you don't know about is just dizzying. It is so accomplished. You know, we talk politics in university campuses a lot, and I don't know why all that happens, but the fact that we get through some of these disciplines the way we do at Granger Engineering, all the stuff we develop. I mean, Geese College of Business have just exploded. But no, we've got a lot of disciplines on campus. I think that's kind of be the conversation as you move forward for colleges and universities is what specific knowledge are you learning to make this worth it? I mean, speech communications, history, what are you going to do with that? I mean, really? I think if I were to go back and do something, I'd have a discipline. I'd architecture, engineering, law, medicine. The more you know that others don't, the more you get paid. If you are in a general studies, you're going to be paid like about 99% of people.
And generally get into sales.
Well,
of some kind.
Whatever it takes to earn a living. But there are so many, and I understand, follow your dream, be an art major. But practically speaking, very difficult to make coin in those kinds of fields. That's just the fact. So I think we're learning. And also, you know, college was, what, $900 a semester?
Right.
So it's changed on this. And so the reason you have to really analyze this, is it worth $50,000 a year to go to college? And you have $200,000 in debt, and you're going, boy, that's going to take a while.
Yeah.
You got to earn some money back to pay that back.
I'm just talking to somebody on my trip, and great to be back, by the way. And it's we're talking about the trades and hopping into that kind of profession out of high school.
Well, I think if you get into the trades, a high school kid, 18 years old, can make 40 or 50, and by the time they're 28, they'll make 100.
And just think of all the skills.
Well, and you'll know how to renovate your house, all the things. Usually, if you're an electrician, you're a carpenter, or whatever you are.
Yep.
Those things usually mean you're like an Eagle Scout. You can do a lot of things.
You're going to stay busy.
No, the trades, if you think about, 6 figures, it's not as much as it used to be, but certainly it's a good living. If the union person is making 80, 100, 120, whatever the benefits, people aren't going to leave their benefits right now. I mean, healthcare has, the premiums go. If you don't have a university kind of thing, a really good company kind of thing, wow, off the rack is tough.
I know it.
It is really, really, really high. And so that's why I think people, I feel like, I can't leave. Well, if you don't have insurance, you really got to think $1,500 to $2,000 for a family of 4, at least a month. It is really, really exploded, and I think you got to address. There's 165 million people trying to, they're on other insurances. Obamacare only has like 24 million because it just didn't work. Now we're trying to figure out how to fix it, but there's 165 million other people. I mean, how long have we been wrestling with healthcare? And you go and you get an X-ray, it's $1,500. Well, that's because the people that went to the emergency room, they don't pay.
Right.
You have to balance it out somewhere. So somebody who can pay, you'll get an extraordinary bill, and you go, wow, how can that be $80,000? And it's because I think the people that go to the emergency room, I don't think it'd be turned down. I think you have to service them. I mean, that's what we do. So anyway, we've got issues with all that. All right, Illinois football, Brett Bielema.
Yeah.
He's ready to go with Maryland.
Kind of a good reminder of how crazy it can be in Geese Memorial Stadium. We were in there on Tuesday, I believe. It felt like 22, and out there today, I was layered up, had too many layers on. So excited for Saturday. Fans can get out there. Obviously, we've had 4 straight sellouts. To get as close as we can to that would be absolutely awesome. Super excited about this opportunity. Had a bye week. I thought our guys took full advantage of, got healthy, put ourselves back in a position to make a run here, starting with obviously the opportunity this Saturday. Got super respect for Coach Loxley in his entire career. So know we're going to get a very excited Maryland football team to come in here to the stadium, and hopefully we can go out there, take it one play at a time, and see what happens.
Yeah, Mike Loxley used to be our offensive coordinator. He's the head coach of Maryland now. And what I'm hearing about Mike Locksley is I don't think Maryland can fire him. They don't have the money for the buyout.
I see.
So they might have Mike Locksley there for a while. That's what you do. Get a great attorney, get a great buyout, and he might be there. For quite a while because they can't afford to get rid of him.
There you go.
Boom. And here's what you want a coach to sound like when he's asked about injuries for Illinois football. Brett Bielema.
Where are you guys at from an injury standpoint?
I'm trying to think if there wasn't. Is anybody not going?
Dylan back.
Yeah, Dylan came back. No. Nope.
No, how about that?
Nice.
No.
I like it.
We got healthy. Everybody's available. Not Xavier Scott. You know what? That's, yeah. And we got Colgate tonight. So tonight we have volleyball tonight too?
Yes, we do.
Volleyball tonight.
Washington at 6 and then tomorrow at 8 against Wisconsin.
What time is our basketball after the volleyball?
8 o'clock tonight against Colgate. We're ranked number 14. And then we have Illinois' women's soccer team in action against number 7 seed Memphis in the NCAA tournament at 7 o'clock on Saturday down in Memphis.
Well, apparently we get a kid for 2026 or 7. Anyway, Landon Davis. No big school had really offered him. Missouri Valley is the only teams that even looked at this kid. He's a junior. Anyway, he's 6'9". 6'8" is what I read, but 6'9",
215.
He's a
from
shooter.
Iowa.
From Iowa. He's a shooter.
Great moment for us, and hopefully a great moment for him and his family. Very excited about his future and his continued growth on the basketball floor here. And young man that fits us, very athletic, very physically big and strong. Fits the positional size and shooting. And then a very, very good athlete. So excited to have him on board, and look forward to his time and following him throughout the season. Plays on one of the best teams in Iowa, and should be in line for a great season.
Yeah, it's not easy for a program like the University of Illinois, which is arguably a top 10, 15 program now, to take a kid from Iowa who's not been offered by the big boys. So Brad Underwood sees something in him that maybe the others haven't. All right, Colgate tonight.
An NCAA tournament team, in my opinion, watching them play, very skilled. Their system is spectacular in terms of what they do. Their court's very open. They've got bigs who can shoot it. They cut. Everything's read-based.
Yeah, it's like backdoor, the annoying kind of Ivy League game that they don't make mistakes. They're all geniuses. I don't care for those kind of games. You're too smart.
Women's basketball also in action at Oregon State at 8 o'clock tonight.
Go Shauna Green and
Man, we got a lot going on.
All right, we check your weather brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you that 1 in 5 Americans live with diabetes and don't realize it. Health professionals at Carl can help with prevention and management. Visit carl.org.
All right, stand by. Fox Business will tell you what the markets are going to do today. It's 7:19.
Logan, everyone, let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and Vicinity, and a fine spell of weather for the next couple of days. Matter of fact, right on through the weekend for folks enjoying sunshine. Nothing than a few patches of high mid-level cloud from time to time, and that'll do it with regard to sky condition. Temperatures, though, the big story over the next couple of days, as mentioned. A trend back to more seasonal levels and increasing rainfall prospects into next week. Heading towards an afternoon high today of close to 70 with mostly sunny sky and a southwest to south wind 12 to 24 and a bit gusty. Unseasonably mild tonight, increasing cloudiness, lows to about 57 for the day tomorrow. Windy and seasonably warm, partly sunny kickoff temperature and the high around 71. Southwesterly winds will be shifting westerly during the ball game at 20 to 30 miles per hour and gusty. 38 tomorrow night, sunshine and 54 on Sunday. Monday, dry increasing clouds at 53. A couple of periods of rain Monday night into Tuesday. Dry Wednesday, more rain back in next Thursday and Friday with highs into the lower and middle 50s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Take charge of the years ahead with a smart, sound investment strategy and business succession plan. Busey Bank's business and wealth management experts help you envision your best future with powerful insights and proven strategies. Building business and growing wealth since 1868, Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report. U.S. futures and global markets are losing ground. In addition to concerns about high-priced tech stocks, now investors are concerned that the Federal Reserve might not lower interest rates at its December meeting. Bitcoin's price has slumped to the $95,000 mark. Higher interest rates mean it costs more to borrow money, and that makes risky investments less appealing than bonds and savings accounts. There is merger news. Merck is buying biotech company Cidara Therapeutics. Cidara is working on an antiviral treatment to prevent influenza infection. Warner Brothers Discovery shares are higher following the Wall Street Journal report saying Paramount, Skydance, Comcast, and Netflix are now all interested in buying the entertainment company. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Coselda. Invested in you.
Every hour of every day, Fox News Radio is there with the latest breaking news and information you rely on.
This is a Fox News alert.
I'm Lisa Brady.
I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
With Fox News correspondents around the globe.
At the White House, Simon Owen in London.
On Capitol Hill, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The news that matters most to you. The top headlines, all in one place. Listen and follow the Fox News Hourly Update at foxnewspodcasts.com or ask your smart speaker to play Fox News.
Doug and his family had big plans. They were ready to buy a new home, but they also needed to sell their current one quickly, so they contacted the experts at the Nate Evans Group. In his 5-star review, Doug says that Nate from the Nate Evans Group was always responsive, professional, and worked tirelessly to make both transactions happen smoothly.
Yeah, you have expertise and commitment, familiar with all of the area. It's great to use Nate Evans at the Nate Evans Group with eXp Realty. And depending on your timeline, you can get that immediate cash offer on your home. There's flexible fees. Why not sell your home for the most money possible? If you'd like to get the process started, you can get home estimate on the website at nateevansgroup.com. Call the only agent I would call if I needed to sell my home. It's Nate Evans, 217-239-7113. Do an online search to Nate Evans Group to start packing.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to thenateevansgroup.com.
This week, it's the one sale pet lovers can't afford to miss. The Pets Pick Flooring event at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. First, get a free labor credit on every carpet and floor. Get a $50 labor credit for every 100 feet you buy. Get up to a $1,000 rebate on great pet-friendly carpets and floors from Shaw. Ask how you can get free accessories or area rugs from your furniture purchase. And buy it all with 2 years free financing. The Pets Pick Flooring event, going on now at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
Are you tired of shivering in the winter? Look no further than your local heroes at ABC Heating and Air Conditioning. Hi, this is Gina inviting you to give us a call at 217-352-5400 to book your appointment to make sure your furnaces run safely and efficiently this winter. We've been proudly locally owned and operated and have been serving our community for over 50 years. ABC, always be comfortable. Call me 217-352-5400 to book your appointment today or go to abcheatingandac.com.
Jay Lehman here, former U of I All-American linebacker. Do you like steak? Do you like red meat? Well, if you do, you got to check out Long Branch Steakhouse. They had phenomenal steaks, sides, salads. I love the onion rings and the fried mushrooms as well as the fried pickles. You've got to check out Long Branch Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Gifford. That's right, make the trip to Gifford for some of the best steaks you'll have. Kids love it too. I brought my whole family. I'll see you at Long Branch Steakhouse in downtown Gifford.
We've had a guy change his mind about whether he ever wants to drive, so I do have an open seat, and we're looking for the right guy that wants to work, wants to get a good income that's going to be stable and steady, and work at a place that really is a family atmosphere and respects the drivers and wants to work with them.
And this is a place that gets you home for the weekends, and that's unique in the trucking business.
Every weekend. Yep, they're able to run some loads that generate revenue, and we're unique. We pay off a percentage so the driver gets a true measure of what that job's worth based on what the customer pays. So they're able to run some loads and still get home and enjoy their family and have some quality home time.
What about getting hold of you if there is a driver that wants wants a job with Gale Forex Trucking, what would they do?
They can call the office at 765-793-7131. My direct extension is 4. They can email me at timo@gftlog.com.
Tim Onstadt, Gale Forex Trucking, dedicated diesel. All right, 725. So we've heard about Jeffrey Epstein. Democrats released some emails. I guess I'm laughing because I don't want to cry, but this is more manufactured stuff. So let me play this clip and let you hear this from what's the guy's name again, Johnny? Johnny's
Glenn Beck, isn't it?
Glenn Beck.
Glenn
Okay.
Beck.
Yeah, here you go. But these are the facts of the case here. So New York Times, CBS, NBC, ABC, MSNBC, CNN. Here's an email. Every victim. Trump was with her for hours. Here we go.
Let me read what Jeffrey Epstein wrote. I want you to realize that the dog who hasn't barked is Trump. Victim, redacted, spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. New information just released. Or is it? Because in 2011, that was released and everybody knew it. It's been out floating around. Here's the change. I want you to realize the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Virginia spent hours at my house with him. Why would you redact a name that is already out in the public square? Well, because it makes it all suddenly new and shiny. You see victim and you're like, oh, there's a victim that who was the victim? But when you know it's Virginia, you know this has already gone to court. She already testified about this. And I'm quoting, this is from the testimony. He didn't partake in any of this, any sex with any of it. It's true. This is not new news. If you remember, when the shutdown first started, what did the Democrats say the reason why they did the shutdown? Why Mike Johnson and everybody else wouldn't negotiate? Because the heat was on to release the Epstein files, and they didn't want to have to do that, so they shut the government down. So the government is open, and what does Mike Johnson do yesterday? He said the House is going to vote on a bill to release all of the files related to Jeffrey Epstein next week. Good, Mike. Release all of it. If anybody thinks that you're ever going to get the truth on this in the first place, it's madness. It was in the hands of the Democrats for the longest time.
Yeah.
You don't think it was all picked through?
Yeah.
And if there was anything about Donald Trump, you don't think that would have
exactly.
come up between 2020 and 2024? There's nothing in there about Donald Trump.
But wow, why am I still, every time I buffaloed on, why am I shocked?
Yeah, I don't know, because this is just next up. It's just what's on the list.
But how do they get everybody on the page in the media? They're just all anti. They're all, the Fox News Nation, Newsmax. Otherwise, everybody else follows the drumbeat. So.
And we've seen it. It's just the marching orders for the day. It's just like the manufactured crisis at the border. Manufactured crisis was, not that uncommon, but every single person said manufactured crisis. Yeah. And there's been lots of incidents of that.
How do they get the same verbiage?
Right.
How do they
remember when it was
they
weird?
send it out.
They send
Pelosi even said that. We will say something, then we'll send out the term or the deal, and then everybody launches.
And all the news managers send that to the anchors.
Could the directors be getting a little cashback for
it's hard to
certain
say
catchphrases like that?
They could be from somebody. It's more the media. There's no news. They're creating a narrative that they'd like people to believe to guide them in a certain direction. News is supposed to be something, facts presented, and you decide, how to interpret this.
Mm-hmm.
The media doesn't do that. They just present a certain angle on something, and if it doesn't work, they'll change it. You've seen them edit things, Steve. They edit. They edit interviews.
No, right. Kamala Harris. Donald Trump got a payout from CBS for that.
What about the BBC?
Yeah,
they just completely changed.
No, it's I don't know if a republic like ours really works without a watchdog, Johnny.
A true watchdog. And the problem with AI is they don't even have to edit the clips. They can now just create someone talking,
right, no, I know.
And we
That's
won't know the difference. So it's a real dangerous situation.
How long are you able to stay today? You're leaving soon.
Well, pretty soon.
10
like
minutes?
15
Okay.
minutes, yeah. We're going to go up to the University of Illinois Fighting Illini Engineering. It's the engineers
Board of Visitors,
Civil
yeah.
Engineering.
And civil engineering,
top-ranked civil engineering.
Top rank in what, the master's program, online program,
also in the graduate program in civil engineering.
Wow.
And civil and environmental engineering. Number one in the USA/World.
Top 5 everything else environmental.
That's a U.S. News and World Report, which is a pretty esteemed ranking for the colleges. People look it up.
People try hard to get in the University of Illinois engineering program.
Mm-hmm. No kidding. I remember Matthew was looking around and he was leaning towards Purdue. I said, "Why are you like Purdue?" Because we went over there. He said, "Like the campus in Dad, they're ranked 5th." And I said, "Well," because he went to Illinois, but he knew Dad and he'd go to. Did you check Illinois' ranking? No. Well, look that up. It was number 1 at the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, he went to Illinois.
We got a couple of football coaches coming up. Stand by. It's 7:30.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. The government is back open and air traffic controllers are going back to work.
Staffing levels at air traffic control facilities quickly bounced back and almost immediately returned to normal yesterday. That's what the FAA is going to continue monitoring before it allows the airlines to return to their regular flight operations.
That's Fox Business's Grady Trimble at Reagan National Airport outside of Washington, D.C. There are more than 600 cancellations so far in the U.S. today. The Trump administration is working to bring down the costs of living through new trade agreements.
Yesterday, the White House announced the removal of tariffs on certain imports out of El Salvador, Argentina, Ecuador, and Guatemala as part of framework agreements aimed to lower the prices of goods, including bananas, coffee, and cocoa. The expectation is that retailers will pass on the cost savings to consumers.
That's Fox's Alexandria Hoff. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign Unit 4 School District began its first round of forums and ongoing superintendent search. Unit 4 had its first 2 forums Wednesday, with the remaining taking place the following dates: next Monday at Barstow Elementary, and then Tuesday, November 18, 6 p.m. at Stratton Academy. College of the Media at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign installing new leadership at the Illinois Public Media. Staff at the Urbana-based station learned yesterday that the College of Media removing current Executive Director Moz Buchanan, moving him to an advisory role within the college. Urbana Fire hosting trainings this week thanks to an out-of-the-ordinary donation from a neighboring veterinary clinic. Good Friends Animal Hospital planning to expand in the near future and bought a neighboring house, but before tearing it down, they called the fire department to see if they needed that particular house for the training, which the fire department says it certainly does, and a big thanks to them. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
I gotta love this weather. Unbelievable. This is November 14, a week from Thursday, will be Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And, I mean, for 10 days from now, I mean, it looks pretty darn good.
I know.
No rain next week, but be in the 40s and 50s.
It'll be awesome for the football game tomorrow.
Oh, perfect.
And the playoff games. We'll be talking about IHSA action.
Our weather brought to you by Kramer Siding and Window.
Get great curb appeal and superior weather protection with a new roof or gutter helmet. You can click around and find out how the two work better together at kramersiding.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Next couple of days, unseasonably mild to warm weather for this point in mid-November. Temperatures 15 to 20 degrees above average come the day tomorrow. We'll get a cool front to zip on by. Back to reality in temperatures, but even a few degrees there above average. With drought relief in mind, sure, with a couple of rounds at least expected for next week. In the rainfall department, nothing heavy, nothing severe, no real winter weather in sight either. For the day today, sunshine, breezy, warm, 70 close to it on a southwest to south wind 12 to 24, and gusty and seasonally mild tonight, increasing clouds 57. Tomorrow partly sunny, windy and seasonally warm. Kickoff temperature 71. During the game, that southwest wind 20 to 30 will shift into the west. Tomorrow night cooler down to 38, sun filled but a cooler Sunday at 54. Increasing clouds Monday at 53. Rain in here, a couple of rounds Monday night into Tuesday. Back in for Thursday and Friday next week. Daytime temperatures next week into the lower and middle 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance. A new front door can instantly upgrade the look of your home and make it more energy efficient. The Kramer Siding and Window team can also install French doors to your deck or patio, welcoming the outside in, or storm doors for an extra layer of protection against the elements. The estimate is free, financing is available, and the business is local. Schedule your beautiful new door today and save 25%. Call us, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Christie Clinic has been helping patients win the fight against cancer for almost 90 years. The Charles W. Christie Cancer Center brings together a multidisciplinary team of providers who recommend and provide treatment options. Their team works together to fight cancer while helping reduce the side effects of treatment and maintain your well-being. A team built to act, a team ready to bring hope when you need it most. Learn more at cancer.christieclinic.com.
Christie Clinic, focused on creating a healthier you.
We have high school football, and that's happening, man, this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, he's head football coach, Unity High School. It's Tony Reitz. Well, you're playing, man. You're in the quarters. What the heck?
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff.
So it's 21-20 with no time on the clock, and Cully Welter, the Hall of Fame coach at Monticello, goes for 2. They had passed on you, Tony, pretty well all game, and so Cully's running a play that apparently has worked all season for him, and because of people being banged up, you put Trey Hogard in and intercepted the 2-point conversion. Tell me what emotionally Tony Reitz is going through.
Surprisingly, I think I was probably pretty calm. And I don't know if that is just being in that situation so many times in the past as a coach and a player and all that. But I think I try to always remove the emotion out of it and just let it be a cerebral moment, because I think that's where we can best help our kids. But at the end of the day, it was just, we had playmakers on the field, and, we were kind of riddled with injuries there towards the end. And Trey was the obvious answer to go in, who hadn't played a snap of really practice or game all year. He had to go back to his sophomore year where he played Sam linebacker for us, and we just knew that if we were going to be playing man down there, that he was the obvious answer, and he made a play. He actually came off his man to make that interception.
Wow.
So it was, and that's just a playmaker making a play.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. You get Williamsville. Now, I don't know anything about Williamsville. You obviously do at this point. Do they play mostly 2A schedule during the year, or what's their situation?
Yeah, they're in the Sangamo Conference, which is a really good conference. But, yeah, we don't maybe hear a lot about them because that Springfield area, media covers it more than the Champaign area. But it's a very good conference. A lot of 2A powerhouses, Maroa, Athens, Olympia. Olympia's been 3A here, made a couple quarterfinal runs recently, and then obviously Williamsville's had a lot of success under Coach Coons in the last 20 or so years. So, and obviously we've seen them in the past. They're not a new opponent to us. We've battled with them first round all the way up to the semifinals in years past. So we know they're going to be a well-coached team, and we know they're going to be prepared for us, and it should be a heck of a game.
Well, Tony, I'm pulling for you, brother Johnny. We're pretty excited about it, and I'm not that surprised you're doing great. So keep it up.
Well, are we going to get it on ESPN2? How am I watching this?
I'll tell you what. I wish we could. I will say this, Tony. You got me beat on the emotion thing. I don't think I could quite. Yeah.
Well, we just wanted to make sure everybody had their money's worth. All those people paid to come watch, and we wanted to make sure that we didn't go home.
Yeah. Johnny could actually be smart enough and deft enough to be a coach, except for the emotion, because after the Unity High School lost to Sullivan 6-0 in 1973, he sat in the chair, didn't move for hours. I
can tell you, I tell Steve, I think I could have, in one respect, beat both Bob Knight and Woody Hayes, because I'd have charged a cameraman and choked a kid my first year. So you can't do that, and so
you can't do that. No, but it's an emotional. All right, listen, we're really pulling for you. What's it going to take to beat an undefeated number 1 seeded team on Saturday afternoon, Tony?
Well, we're going to have to play well on the road, and we've always said that in the playoffs you got to play well on the road to win and advance, and this is no different. And I think our schedule prepares us for that. We were fortunate to have a front half of our season, a lot of games home or nearby. I think our farthest trip was to Monticello in week 2 in the first 5 weeks of the season. But the back half of our season, we had to take a couple long bus trips up to IVC and Chillicothe and all the way down to Mount Vernon, down in southern Illinois. And I think those types of games prepared us for a game like this because it's a little bit longer bus ride, and we're going to have to play well on the road. And we've done that earlier this year, so I have no reason to believe we won't do that again on Saturday.
Are you
so
healthy? Everybody recover from the last game?
We're a little bit banged up. We're going to be out some guys, but it's that contingency plan that you always prepare for. That we'll have guys ready to go in those spots. But that's the other part of it is you always want to be healthy this time of year. And I'd say that we got 22 very capable starters that we're going to put out there on the field that I got nothing but faith in. So they may not be the same 22 guys that we've had all year, but they're 22 really good ones. And I'm pretty excited to go to battle with them.
Speaking of healthy, I've prayed for you in various chapters of your life, Tony. How you doing? How is your beautiful family?
Everybody's doing well here. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I've recovered pretty well, and I feel as normal as I can. Having to go through 14-hour brain surgery back in January, and but yeah, everything's good. I had an MRI this summer, and everything looked good. So we'll keep an eye on it in the future. But they said nothing is needed now. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that that's the case moving forward. But everything's good.
Well, you sound like Bill Belichick to me.
Yeah, you do. Well, maybe better than Bill Belichick.
Well, actually, in the old days.
Yeah, when he had Tom Brady, you sound like, that's right. Anyway, God is good, Tony. I'm glad you're healthy. You're doing a great job. You've enjoyed your first year at Unity. Nobody's heard from the tan guy, the former coach Scott somebody. I can't remember his name. But he's tan, rested, and ready. The guy looks like looks like he's 30. So what does that happen when you don't have that stress for 20 million years? Anyway, go Unity High School. We want you to do really well and beat Williamsville. See if you can make the semis.
Yeah, Rocket Nation is rallying.
Anyway, Tony, get it going, man. We're rooting for you.
All right, Tony, good luck.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Go Rockets.
St. Joe Ogden head coach Sean Skinner is coming up here in just a moment.
Sounds good.
Apparently Williamsville High School has a real sophisticated streaming. So if you want to look up Williamsville High School, you might be able to find the game being streamed. They do that with basketball.
There are ways to find it. It's just between getting the new iPhone 17 and the way you have to navigate it, there's no chance. I would not make it through. I would miss the game trying to find it.
Right.
Well, now how far is Williamsburg? 2 hours.
An hour and 45. It's pretty good, solid 2. We'll have a lot of Rocket fans out there. And then I think if St. Joe Ogden wins, I think we get to play again.
Yes, they are in the same bracket.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Sean Skinner, the St. Joe Ogden Spartan coach, is coming up next. ESPN 93.5.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Let your local farmer's insurance agent Michael Rumsey put his experience to work for you. Michael Rumsey proudly serves Champaign County families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
For over 70 years, Beck's Country Shop has been Central Illinois' premier furniture store. With over 23,000 square feet of showroom, filled with quality brands, you'll be sure to find that perfect piece to fit your home. Beck's offers free delivery and removal of your old items. They even sell off the showroom floor, so you don't have to wait for weeks or months. They pride themselves on hassle-free service and quality furniture at fair prices. Located on Route 45 in Urbana, visit Justin or Lance today at Beck's Country Shop Furniture. Well, it's Sean Skinner. He's the head football coach of St. Joe Ogden. Sean, you're still playing. Nobody told you a 14 doesn't keep playing into the quarterfinals? What the heck?
No, we're still alive and kicking, and then we've told the kids that a couple times, but just find a way to go 1-0, and they can't kick us out.
Well, that's right. The buzz at coffee at the Philo Tavern this morning is you have a running back that we didn't see when Unity played you early in the year. He's back and apparently making quite a difference.
Yeah, Wyatt broke his elbow the sixth play of the game, week 2, and he missed 5 games total. And he's really just rounding into mid to late season form now. This will be his 7th game this week. Okay. So, and he carried the ball 28 times last week. That's kind of what we envisioned our offense to be all year.
How did you even make the playoffs without your star running back? How many yards did he get on 28 carries?
180.
What?
Man.
Okay, that's kind of a big deal. It'd
He's
be like
a beast.
It'd be like a Luke Altmaier not playing. I mean, it's a big deal.
Go ahead, Spartans.
So, and not only that is you got this kid that can kick field goals. I don't know. Who do you play tomorrow in St. Joe?
The Vandalia Vandals.
What do you know about them?
Spread team, probably throw the ball. We like to throw the ball, but they like to throw the ball even more than us.
Wow. Okay.
They're get in your face kind of defense, play press man to man. They're going to follow you everywhere. Really good athletes, undefeated, only giving up an average of 2 touchdowns a game, scoring over 40 a game. So it'll be a conflict in styles, that's for sure, because they are very physical and they want to challenge you in every aspect of the game.
You put your guy Cam, the 6'7" big boy, is like a fullback. Is that what you did?
Yeah, we've moved him around a little bit, but we brought in Owen Wall as an extra tackle and moved Cam to fullback last week, and that was certainly a part of. We ran the ball 55 times last week, and if you'd have told me we'd run the ball 55 times at Roxana, I'd probably say somebody stole Coach Walsh's play sheet, but it was effective and it worked.
Wow!
And so
can Cam run? Is he capable of running the ball? I mean, he's quick enough and all that stuff.
Yeah, we're not going to go there. I think Cam does a really good job of clearing the way.
He's huge. He's huge. If you're in 3A and you see a guy that's being recruited heavily by big Power 5 schools, no, it's a great innovation, Sean. Great job. I mean, okay, so I always believe my mantra in sports is hot beats a team that might be better. Who's to say you're not the best with your guy running back getting 100? I mean, that's your whole complexion of your offense changed when he's back. So, I mean, you guys believe you can win.
Oh, 100%. And our kids never doubted themselves, and we knew all we needed to get was healthy and get our best players on the field and in the best positions. We still were capable. We were still competing every week. And I've said this all year. I'm proud of our kids because they didn't look back. They didn't make excuses. They just kept looking forward, and we knew at some point in time we'd get everybody back together. And once we did, we could be very dangerous, and that's how we feel right now.
Well, you're going to have a big crowd in St. Joe tomorrow.
Yeah, gates open at 11 at Dick Duvall Field and kickoff at 1 o'clock. What kind of a mascot is Vandals, Sean?
I just asked one of my assistant coaches last night, and we really weren't quite sure. And he goes, "The Vandals, somebody just wrecked stuff, right?"
I know.
So, and they're bringing a huge crowd too. It's going to be a great atmosphere. We're looking forward to it.
Well, listen, congratulations, Sean Skinner, head coach of the St. Joe Ogden Spartans, pulling for you, and let's just see if you can keep going, man. You're in the semis. You can pull it off tomorrow, but you've done a great job and amazing, good patience in high school football. We don't tend to know the details of why and wish. You had a key guy break his elbow. That's a big deal. So that's exciting. You got it back, and plus you might be the best team left that can even think about a field goal. I mean, that's unusual for this. It really is.
We're happy to be here and appreciate getting the opportunity to talk to you guys.
Hey,
Absolutely.
go
Spartans.
Go Spartans. Good to talk to you, Sean. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, take care, Sean.
Skinner, you know this family. Huh?
With the Clemmer leadership stuff, and
Nice.
he and Kelly can conquer anything. I mean,
awesome.
I feel the same way.
I mean, you
motivational speaker kind of guy.
That's wonderful. Well, you take
let's
over.
do it.
Take over for Dick Duvall isn't easy.
I know it.
Taking over for a legend. I love Dick Duvall. He's a good man, and boy, was he successful. Is his son still coaching basketball?
I don't know.
I thought his son was the basketball coach, but I mean, I go back, it's a long way with St. Joe Ogden.
Yes.
I remember them quite well. Always been a rival of Unity and always been very competitive and very tough to beat. So here they go. Well, Unity and St. Joe Ogden play, and where would it be? What field? We don't know.
Right.
I guess Unity be a higher seed. They might get it in Tolono, but in any event, either place would be pretty darned exciting. Let's hope they both win. Be pretty cool. All right, it is 7:51. We're going to check our meteorologist, Greg. Says so much fun in November. Let me remind you that in November, we generally don't get much sunshine. It's usually kind of a cloudy month. Any day you see the sun in November in Champaign-Urbana, it's good.
And we got it today and tomorrow. Happy about that. I just researched the Duvall family coaching legacy, and it's Keel and Ryan that are still current coaches in the St. Joe area.
That's awesome. Well, St. Joe Ogden's got, real estate in Unit 7 is pretty hot. And real estate in St. Joe Ogden is pretty hot as well.
That's right.
It's hard to find a house for sale because people tend to be gravitating away from Champaign-Urbana schools a little bit.
I know, and it's a good scene in Spartan Nation.
You know how big Muhammad Seymour is? I mean, how many?
It's huge.
Is it
now.
as big as Savoy now? I mean, it is.
It's bigger, I think. It's probably
Savoy's like 7,000 or 8,000.
And I thought Rantoul was maybe
10, 12.
Right.
Just a little bit. Still mad about Chanute. And you probably have to look that one up because you don't know what I'm talking about.
I know.
7:53 weather next.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes.
And I'm Kenono Luga, linebacker and special teamer.
At Good Vibes, our special teams are the installation guys. They use power tools and they know stuff.
In football, special teams are game changers because wild stuff happens on kickoff and punt returns. We shed blocks, create turnovers, and make clean tackles all at full speed.
Well, our guys mount TVs, cut in ceiling speakers, and configure complex wiring, but never at full speed. Our specialists are efficient because they're experienced but deliberate, so everything looks and performs properly.
Okay, I get the special teams. Does Good Vibes have linebackers too?
Our phone support has your back. People call up, my TV's broke or whatever. 4 out of 5 times, we can walk you through a problem and fix it over the phone free. You don't get that from Team Amazon.
Any more angles to this football metaphor?
Sure, Mike's the quarterback. He hands off the product, and I'm the coach. And I'm proud to say our team won first place in the People's Choice Contest for the 5th straight year.
Not exactly the Rose Bowl, but not shabby.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Here's our weather forecaster, the ace. He's meteorologist Greg Solye.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, and vicinity. Next couple of days, unseasonably mild to warm weather for this point in mid-November. Temperatures 15 to 20 degrees above average come the day tomorrow. We'll get a cool front to zip on by. Back to reality in temperatures, but even a few degrees there above average. With drought relief in mind, sure, with a couple of rounds at least expected for next week. In the rainfall department, nothing heavy, nothing severe, no real winter weather in sight either. For the day today, sunshine, breezy, warm, 70, close to it on a southwest to south wind, 12 to 24, and gusty and seasonally mild tonight, increasing clouds, 57. Tomorrow, partly sunny, windy, and seasonally warm. Kickoff temperature 71. During the game, that southwest wind, 20 to 30, will shift into the west. Tomorrow night, cooler down to 38, sun-filled, but a cooler Sunday at 54. Increasing clouds Monday at 53. Rain in here. A couple of rounds Monday night into Tuesday. Back in for Thursday and Friday next week. Daytime temperatures next week into the lower and middle 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solye.
Yeah, I didn't even ask Diane after her cruise.
Yeah, it was so fun.
How was the food?
The food, the drinks, the dancing, the entertainment. It was all awesome.
Virgin Atlantic?
Virgin Voyages.
Which is the same guy, Richard Branson?
Richard Branson.
Has about
man.
5 cruise ships?
I think so, but this one was super modern. It was just a great, the shower and the pressure, and I had it like a hose kind of shower.
Yeah, it wasn't itty bitty?
I mean,
usually showers are itty bitty.
They're pretty small.
Yeah.
And in fact, my travel companion didn't realize I was such a loud snorer and tried to spend an evening in the shower.
Well, I don't need to get too detailed on everything, but darn.
It's a pretty compact area when you're trying to get away from the noise so you can sleep at night and you go in the bathroom. Really? A couple of nights on the hammock on the balcony.
Yeah, the hammock. I've never heard of a hammock on the balcony.
I know.
That's a new one.
It was awesome.
How big was your balcony?
I should have brought my CPAP. There were some people out in the ocean that were floating around, and the dude was like, "Why didn't you bring your CPAP, Diane? That'll prevent you from snoring so much." I just didn't know, and I didn't want to be all bulky, and I didn't want to be alerted. But I'm sure TSA and stuff, they're on the CPAP.
A lot of CPAPs. You see a lot of CPAPs.
Exactly.
Anyways, so the cruise was great. The ship was big. It's fairly new. It's like a 4-year-old ship.
Right.
But yeah, I've never done Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Voyages. We've always been Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, Azamara, Princess, Holland America.
Yep.
We've
talked
never
to
gone-
all these people who are cruise fanatics and had gone to a lot of those different lines. But this one was 18 and up. And so there was no kids.
Yeah, and I obviously favor children. So
I know that.
I don't.
But it is different in this chapter, Stevie. It was kind of nice not to have the high-pitched screaming on and chaos.
Scream away.
Okay.
I love the chaos, and
it was very relaxing.
in fact, I go up to people and tell them what a great job they're doing, and they're so relieved because the parents' antenna will be up when you have little kids.
Yeah.
Particularly when we had 4 kids and 3 of them were babies.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be very tuned to how people felt about it because you didn't want to disrupt them and disturb all those other things. But the bottom line is you can always tell a friendly for children. They just give you a good look.
Mm-hmm.
And some people, you always tell the people that are annoyed.
That's right.
Anyway, I don't know. I wouldn't seek an adults only. I've been on Viking, which ends up being adults only.
Right.
Nobody really takes kids on Viking cruises because they're river cruises and kids would be bored. There's nothing to do. And
lots of girl trips, lots of, people just having a great time and relaxing.
Well, good. That's what it's about.
And
That's
the
what
time
you're
on the
supposed to do.
beach was just fantastic.
Weather was good.
All good.
All through the Dominican Republic area.
Yeah, and then Grand Turks Caicos, is it?
Yeah, Turks and Caicos.
Because it was supposed to be the Bahamas, but the seas were choppy, so we decided to reroute.
A number of times to us, you just can't go there.
And only one announcement in the 5 days and 4
that's
nights
interesting.
with the captain on the PA.
One announcement is unique. I've never been on a ship like that. They always have frequent announcements.
I mean, the comedian really made a joke of it because you did have to figure out stuff yourself. But they had like billboards on the elevators of all the things that you could be doing.
And they leave it on your bed the night before what's happening tomorrow. You don't have a compass?
None of that.
Wow.
I mean, it's supposedly on your app. And you can get something that says,
So they saved all that paper.
Hey, sailor, this is what you can tap into today.
So
and
you did not see older people here.
I mean, I did.
Like how many? Because the older people and apps won't work.
Maybe 10%.
Okay.
But they were with people, bringing
people,
grandma,
okay.
and they were navigating.
Because generally...
And they had grandma at bingo and the puzzles and stuff like that.
Normally, unless it's carnival, you're going to have half are going to be older. So they wouldn't do the app. So we always have a compass on the bed. It's like a sheet, 3 pages of what's happening
You
tomorrow.
had the option of getting that if you went to the boat and got the paper.
Yeah, if you have a younger group, they all wouldn't want the paper.
I know.
So no, it's probably save some trees.
That's right.
All right, that's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. We'll be right back. We're going to break for the news. Whole another hour before we get to the weekend. I got some Brad Underwood and some Brett Bielema to play for you. Stand by. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana. Your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
The government's back open, but could it shut down again? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The government's only funded through January 30th.
I don't put anything past Schumer and Jeffries and the Democrats right now, but we're going to try to take that weapon out of their hand.
House Speaker Mike Johnson just told Fox Business they're working to fund the government the proper way by...
Part of the vote Wednesday night was a minibus, a small package of 3 of those appropriations bills that we've now gotten off the table. There's 12 of them in total.
Speaker Johnson also says he's not yet set a vote like the Senate has, and Democrats demand to extend Obamacare tax credit set to expire at year's end, making coverage cost more for millions of Americans.
The Democrats broke the American health care system. The reason your premiums are skyrocketing is because they have terrible policies, and one of them is subsidizing insurance companies.
Democrats blame Republicans for the higher costs. With the government back open, Vice President Vance tells Fox they're focusing on making America more affordable.
We inherited a disaster. We're very mindful of the fact that there's a lot of work to do, but I think that we've made great progress.
The Trump administration is now scaling back some tariffs on imports from several countries, trying to lower prices on things like bananas, coffee, and cocoa. On Wall Street, more selling's looming. Dow futures down almost 400 points the morning after plunging nearly 800 amid uncertainty about the economy and future interest rate cuts. Now that the government is back open,
staffing levels at air traffic control facilities quickly bounced back and almost immediately returned to normal yesterday. That's what the FAA is going to continue monitoring before it allows the airlines to return to their regular flight operations.
Fox Business Network's Grady Trimble at Reagan National Airport near D.C. Those reductions canceled another 600-plus flights today. There are more than 500 delays, but not because of staffing shortages anymore. Less than a year after wildfires burned down thousands of homes around Los Angeles. A new potential disaster this weekend in those charred areas. Heavy rain the next few days, up to 5-6 inches, could trigger landslides and flash flooding, leading to evacuation warnings in hardest hit areas like Palisades and Altadena. America's listening to Fox News.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
They claim they were indicted by President Trump seeking revenge. Now, former FBI Director James Comey charged with lying to Congress, and New York Attorney General Letitia James facing mortgage fraud allegations, hope a federal judge who plans a ruling before Thanksgiving throws their cases out.
The attorney for James Comey argued allowing Lindsay Halligan to bring this case against the former FBI director evades the appointments clause and separation of powers. He says Halligan was appointed as interim U.S. attorney in Eastern Virginia, and after 120 days, her time was up. Attorney General Pam Bondi appointing her as a special attorney, he argued, was insufficient. An attorney for New York Attorney General Letitia James argued Halligan was a private person when she presented cases to the grand jury. The judge, Cameron Curry, was brought in from South Carolina to hear the case as a neutral party. She asked attorneys for Comey and James if they'd seen the memo written by the prior U.S. attorney about why his office declined to bring charges against Comey and James. Their attorneys said they hope to see this memo before trials begin. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
The Trump administration is taking California to court, alleging new congressional redistricting maps are unconstitutional.
Attorney General Pam Bondi calling the new maps a brazen power grab that tramples on civil rights and mocks the democratic process. California voters overwhelmingly approving Proposition 50 last week, which aims to flip as many as 5 House seats for Democrats in next year's midterm elections. A move Democrats say comes after President Trump and Republicans move to redraw maps in their favor in Texas. California Governor Gavin Newsom's office previously responding to the initial suit, saying it's going to fail, adding, good luck, losers. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
On Thursday Night Football, the Patriots keep rolling thanks to a rookie.
Turning inside, spinning his way, all the way into the end zone is Henderson for the touchdown.
Trevion Henderson scored 2 more times, leading the New England Patriots past the New York Jets 27-14 on Amazon Prime Video, the Patriots' 8th straight win. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. One of the most historic buildings on University of Illinois' campus just had a big celebration. On Friday, November 7th, the university celebrated 100 years of Huff Hall by opening a time capsule from 1924. State championships were held here from 1926 to 1962, and it was the ultimate spot. A Mahomet School Board member charged with hitting a state trooper's car earlier this year in Kankakee County pleads not guilty. State police say in March the trooper responded to a report of debris in the roadway on I-57 near Chabans. Trooper says the driver of the SUV, identified as Harold McComb, was taken to the hospital. McComb cited and charged. Urbana Fire hosting trainings this week thanks to an out-of-the-ordinary donation from a neighboring veterinary clinic. Good Friends Animal Hospital planning to expand in the near future and bought a neighboring house. But before tearing it down, they called the fire department to see if they needed it for training. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
So the Donald Trump administration has been floating new innovative ways to get people into homes. So the average person that used to get into a home was about 30. Buy your own home. Mm-hmm. And now it's like 38. And that's a long wait. It's just the down payment's always a problem. If you can do 20% down, then local can handle it. If you do 10% down, it's got to go through Washington. So anyway, so they're floating a 50-year mortgage. So you do a 50-year mortgage, so I'll pay well, what I think is, and I looked it up, and then they're talking about this. How about this? Take your interest rate with you. I think.
What's that mean? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
No, I think you could. The market would explode. Real estate market would explode if you have a 4%, and you might, and you get to take that with you to the next. You get a much bigger home. Now, that makes a big difference. I did the math on a 30-year and a 50-year. Surprisingly, it's not, the payment per month isn't crazy different. It's a few hundred.
It's maybe a couple of hundred on a house, I believe, if I saw the examples, let's say on average about $400,000.
Yeah, it's about, instead of maybe $1,500, it might be $1,200.
Yeah,
it's still. I thought it'd be more. Well, so we can't pay them.
I think what it said, the amount of money you're paying then at that price level, that price point, doubles over that time frame, does it?
True, but you refinance. I mean, nobody's staying in their house.
True.
You're going to get go refinance anytime, and I think the interest rates are headed south, which is great news. Donald Trump says first or second quarter next year you're going to feel some of this. So it would be, right now I think interest rates would be 6, 6.5, 5.5, 6, in that range. And if you have something that's down in that 4.2, or some people even have lower, and you said, man, we need more room, and you're able to take that with you, I don't know what the banks would say, except, wait a minute, we can't do that. Maybe you have some of the $1 trillion tariffs that are coming in, you subsidize a little bit, because you're saying, well, I'd rather rent. If you're paying $1,700 a month in rent, you don't get a thing out of that.
No, there's no equity at all.
Nothing. I think to get people into the pride of ownership, and I think it'd be fabulous. And I would do anything I could to get that done. And I think that what you ought to be able to do is drag your interest rate and go 50-year. And now you're talking about a significant home for $1,200 a month.
Now, devil's advocate here. The market's not always going to be in that rule. Just economics in general aren't always going to be. No matter whatever you can do, get it in that 3.5%, 4.5% range. At some point, it's going to go back the other direction. But that then just sort of exacerbates a housing or banking problem, because no one then will want to take with them at 6.5%, 7.5%, 8%, whatever it may be. Just looking at a futuristic range from one end to the other of the spectrum.
You'd want to take it if it was 10. If their interest back in when we bought our first home, it was 10%. And even then, with the Jimmy Carter stuff in 1980,
I remember those days.
It was 18, 20%.
Yeah,
18, 20%. You can buy like a cardboard house. There's just no way to get into much. And that ultimately lowered the prices of homes because nobody could get it, because nobody could afford it. But if you are able to match it, and right now for the time, there are a number of people for sure that have a much lower interest rate that don't want to switch houses, even if they really want to switch houses, because they don't want to go from 4 to 6.5.
Exactly.
And that's a big deal.
I think that's the basis for this housing dilemma now, this market dilemma. So.
Well, and I think this could be quite the stimulation, because I think there's a whole lot of people that would love to own their own home. And there's that would really make the real estate market hot, which should be
I love it
fun.
because I can screw around in the yard. My therapy is getting my hands dirty and digging in the dirt. That's and bike riding.
No, you got it going on. I'm calling Better Homes and Gardens when we're done to have a feature on your home.
It's a head case problem with me. I mean, get off the lawn.
That's right. Hey, don't stay on the sidewalk and don't let your dog pee in my yard.
Right.
Take your shoes off.
There's
if you're gonna walk in
actually, in our neighborhood, there's a person that has signs that say, "Don't let your dog pee in my yard," and they have a speaker system.
Oh no!
And they call you out.
Wow!
A dog ring system.
No, it's and they actually get on there, and they don't want you around their property with your dog.
Okay.
Even though I think the nitrates help it grow.
That's what my understanding. Yeah.
Anyway, I understand the poop. You got to pick up your poop.
You got to get the plastic
do that.
bag.
That's rude, but the urine, I think, isn't. Anyway, people are people. Our weather this morning.
Gotta love them.
our talented meteorologist Greg Solier. This is fabulous weather, and we love it.
Yeah, get out. Man, I was out yesterday. I'm going to be out today. I'm going to go out tomorrow, try to sneak a bike ride or two or three back in before the bottom drops out around here. So, you got the opportunities and windows with a lighter wind component for a while today, a lot of wind tomorrow, and not a bad Sunday, Monday, but we will cool off to readings a little more typical, but still above average for the time of year. I think as we get into the waning days of November, maybe over Thanksgiving and the early days of December, we'll have to keep an eye on maybe some cold air movement, at least into the northern reaches of the country. Lots of weather action out across the west and southwestern reaches of the country. In the meantime, beautiful morning out there. Temps in the 40s, heading towards an afternoon high for the day today. Well, you're granted the extended lunch hour at 69 to 70 and a gusty south-southwest wind for the afternoon with a sun-filled sky. 57, the so-called low tonight. Tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny, windy and seasonally warm. Kickoff temperature and the high 71. Watch that kicking game at a southwest to west wind 20 to 30 and gusty. Cooler Sunday at 54. Rain back in here late Monday night into Tuesday, and we're dry Wednesday. A little more rain back in for Thursday and Friday. We start to nibble at the drought. High temperatures next week. Not bad. Still in the low to mid 50s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
This week, it's the one sale pet lovers can't afford to miss. The Pets Pick Flooring event at Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery. First, get a free labor credit on every carpet and floor. Get a $50 labor credit for every 100 feet you buy. Get up to a $1,000 rebate on great pet-friendly carpets and floors from Shaw. Ask how you can get free accessories or area rugs from your furniture purchase. And buy it all with 2 years free financing. The Pets Pick Flooring event, going on now at Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
Well, I tell you what, though, A&R has been such an amazing, impactful company. Your grandfather, your dad, you've all gone through stuff. And your secret is what, John?
Well, I mean, you have to trust that you're doing the right thing, first of all. And you got to surround yourself with good people. And I think over the years, we've had some really good people that have been part of A&R. And, we owe a lot of our success, if not all of it, to those people.
Neil, you could say A&R has built a great part of Champaign-Urbana. It's about people. Can you explain the culture, why people would want to work at A&R?
We've had several families where we've gone even 3 generations. And these guys are long-term employees. They want to stay with us. And it's rewarding to know that they want to be with us. We have their backs. They have our backs. And that's a unique perspective, I think, from anybody this day and age.
I'm positive because you're such a solid company. A&R Mechanical, a thriving leader 100 years later.
Jesse with Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Hey, do you have sewer blockages, problems? Are your toilets gurgling? Why deal with the headache? Call Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions today. We can come out and clean your line, camera it, show you what the problem is, and then we have an expert underground team that can make those repairs. 217-355-5512. We are here for you when you need us. Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
You would want to text us at 217-359-2255. That's the Fisher National Bank text line.
Were we trying to justify an absolutely asinine decision of a 50-year mortgage, Stevie? And missed the day of school when we talked about interest and, you can refinance later. You know that costs money to do that too, right?
Right, I do.
Come on, man.
However, to get into a home has a tremendous amount of value for the human, and people's frustration with not owning a home. I would say you never keep a 50-year mortgage. Nobody keeps a 30-year mortgage. You refinance, you wiggle around, but you get into a home. And again, I would be for the 50-year mortgage, dragging your interest rate if you have one. If you rent and you're paying $1,000, $1,500 a month, that just goes that's bye-bye.
Yeah.
I mean, there's benefits in owning a home with your property tax being deductible and some other benefits like that. And if you run the amortization, you're paying a ton of interest at the beginning, but you're in a home.
To Mike's point, you can pay extra on that every month.
Well, nobody does that. They just don't do that.
But you could.
Well, you could, but you don't. They just somehow we think about that. That's a good plan, but something comes up.
Right.
So you generally do. So I think there's ways. I think if you're in a home and it's a $250,000 home, but you need more room, you go to a $400,000 home, you take your 4% interest with a 50-year, the number's going to be low. Now, you don't want to stay in the 50-year. You want to wait till your next opportunity to get, and you would have to pay a few $1,000s in closing costs, yes. But I think you run all those numbers, and I think it just depends how much you want to own and build a little equity. It's more than rent.
Yeah. And then we were talking population of towns in Champaign County, and Andy's from Mahomet and said knocking around 10,000 in our population in the village limits. The greater Mahomet community encompassing the school districts and boundaries are closer to 15,000, 16,000.
That's remarkable.
I know it.
Back in the 70s, I think, Mahomet and Seymour High School, like 250 people. Now they're 800 to 1,000? How big is the high school? They're out of room out there. They're out of classroom space, and it's a remarkable. The Culver's just moved into Mahomet.
I know it, and they got a Taco Bell, they got a Dunkin' Donuts, they got a Starbucks where the hen house used to be.
Man, oh man! So what's going on? People are moving west. I'm only actually where I live across the street is Mahomet Seymour Schools. It's amazing.
Wow.
I think Brett Bielma's home is in an area that's Mahomet Seymour School.
Oh, wow.
And that's just off of Staley. So it's really, we're 8 miles from Lake of the Woods. So it's Mahomet is go west, young man.
That's right.
Everybody is going west. All right, quick sports headlines. I want to play some clips after we get to Fox Business. But quick sports headline.
I know New England Patriots beat the Jets yesterday 27-14. I don't know who the Bears have. Or do they have
Bears play at Minnesota.
At Minnesota.
Yeah, it won't be easy.
So you got that over on Q96 in case you want to hear that.
WQQB Q96.1.
Suns over the Pacers in NBA action, 133-98. Pacers 1-11 on the season.
Yeah, bad start.
I guess so. Purdue over Alabama, 87-80.
That was in Tuscaloosa now. That was an impressive win. That's at Alabama. We play Alabama next week.
Michigan State over San Jose State, and that final was 79-60. We have Colgate tonight, number 14 Illinois with an 8 o'clock tip. Of course, we're facing Maryland at Geese Memorial Stadium. Military Appreciation Game, 2:30 start. Our team against Washington for the volleyball. That's at 6, and number 11 Wisconsin at our house Saturday at 8. Also, the women's basketball team at Oregon State at 8 o'clock. And the women's soccer team taking on number 7 seed Memphis Saturday at 7.
That's the playoffs. That's NCAA stuff. Ooh. So the soccer team did make the NCAA tournament. So good for them. Well, deciding to give to a charity is easy. Determining the strategy that best fits your situation can be challenging. Look to the professionals at Busey to create a sound plan for your unique financial goals now and into the future. Whatever your inspiration, there are many ways to leave a legacy for others, from cash gifts to contributions. on your behalf. Busey's advisors work with you to help your charitable giving benefit you overall with your whole financial plan. Busey's advisors work with you to reduce current future income tax, to provide current retirement income, reduce your estate taxes. If you want to leave it to some of your kids and your family, you want to do the best strategy that's all legal and help you avoid paying a ton of taxes that would otherwise, not well managed, would happen. With Busey Wealth Management, enjoy peace of mind knowing your intentions will be honored. Put your trust in the expertise of Busey Wealth Management. 90 plus years of experience advising individuals, businesses, and foundations. Their professionals provide a balance between meeting your desires and maximizing the benefits for the charities you want to help. Call 800-67-BUSEY, visit Busey.com, or stop by one of their many convenient locations to learn more. Investment products and services are not FDIC insured, may lose value, and no bank guarantee. All from your friends from Busey since 1868, member FDIC. All right, we're going to check a little Fox Business, see what's going on in the market. The Dow was darn near 50,000. I mean, I remember when it was Dow 2,500. Nuts. 50,000?
Man.
It's crazy. Your 401k, if you got one, you're going to like it. It's really been growing over the last few years. It's 820, ESB on 93.5.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Global markets and futures are pointing to more selling today after stocks closed yesterday with the worst losses in a month. Investors continue to be concerned that tech stocks are at levels that are too high. And now there's concern that delayed economic data, when it's finally released, will result in the Federal Reserve holding off on lowering interest rates in December. Costco is open for more hours, and Wall Street analyst David Bellinger at Mizuho says it's paying off. Bellinger says Costco is seeing more sales because of its longer shopping day. The administration plans to eliminate tariffs on some imported foods. Some specifics are coming out. The Wall Street Journal says tariffs will be lifted on bananas, coffee, beef, and some other products from Ecuador, Argentina, El Salvador, and Guatemala. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola. Invested in you.
The world of business moves fast. Stay on top of it with the Fox Business Rundown every Monday and Friday. Fox Business reporters, anchors, and hosts will bring you beneath the stock market speculation and boardroom drama to tell you about the biggest business stories of today. Whether you're on Main Street or Wall Street, Fox Business is invested in you.
Listen to the Fox Business Rundown every Monday and Friday at foxbusinesspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Pia's Sports Bar and Grill has your NFL ticket with up to 6 live games in each of the time slots, plus $5 crown drinks, $4 Miller Lite 22-ounce drafts, and 16-ounce cans. Make plans on Black Friday, November 28th, to take a break from shopping local to watch the 2 p.m. Bears-Eagles game with a chance to win Bears tickets, koozies, or a jersey. There's also great specials and prizes with the Illini football team away games. So watch with fellow fans at Pia's, 1609 West Springfield Avenue.
Calling all Honeycrisp apple lovers. Your Honeycrisp are ready at Curtis Orchard. That's right, it's Honeycrisp season, which means you can get them at Curtis Orchard now until we close in late December. Of course, we have all your other favorites too. Donuts, pies and fritters, apples, produce, cider, and gifts. It's all here waiting for you to enjoy during your next trip to Curtis Orchard. Visit us at curtisorchard.com or follow on Facebook to find out what else is in season right now.
All right, Colgate's in town. Brad Underwood thinks they're an NCAA team. They're very good. They're very disciplined. Shoot free throws, shoot threes, make a lot of backdoor cuts, slow the game down. Yeah. Those are no fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Brad was asked about some of the injuries. We have, I think Brandon Lee is dressing tonight. I think Mihajlo Petrovic is also dressing.
Okay.
But no go. Any update on Ty Rodgers? The answer was no.
Okay.
No.
Sometimes it's short and sweet. In fact, short and sweet for Coach Brett Bielema, because he didn't have many to report as far as the injuries go, which was awesome.
You're talking a football team that's had its bumps. But what about this week?
Where are you guys at from an injury standpoint?
I'm trying to think if there wasn't. Is anybody not going?
Dylan back.
Yeah, Dylan came back. No. No.
You really like a coach who stutters and stammers when he's trying to think anybody's hurt. That's a nice luxury.
Yeah.
Xavier Scott's the only one. That was a big hit. That hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
When he went down, it was in the Western Michigan game.
Yeah. Early on. I was just looking at the timeline for tomorrow because it's going to be beautiful weather. 7 a.m. Grange Grove opens for tailgating. You've got the Run Club with Josh Whitman at 7 a.m., 7:30.
There'll be some military people there.
Yeah, for sure. Military Appreciation Day. Kid Zone opens at 11:30. Drumline at noon. Illini Walk, 12:05. We also have the Marching Illini march to the stadium at 1:50 and then 2:30 kickoff.
Awesome day. Going to be a lot of fun. Going to be breezy, windy, but warm. Love that. We had Lieutenant Colonel Zach Miller in earlier this week, and he was talking about running with Josh tomorrow at 7 a.m., and he relayed a story where they had what's it called? The ruck, your backpack.
Yes.
He said that they had a run and you had to go up the stadium stairs and it was like 35-pound packs and he stuffed Josh Whitman's with 50 pounds and didn't tell him.
Oh, man.
And you know who was on his heels?
Uh-oh.
Josh Whitman.
Yes.
Right behind him with a 50-pounder.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Our athletic director, in fact, I'd put him in any kind of competition with any other athletic director in America. I'll say the world. I think he's in crazy shape for whatever old he is.
Yep, looking good, feeling
25
good.
plus. He's probably, 40-something or 50, maybe getting closer to 50 for Josh Whitman. Anyway, the only thing I can see for Josh Whitman as far as a flight risk would be a commissioner's job.
Yep.
I think
Big Ten commissioner.
He is that, well, they just got that guy. But if he wanted to be ACC, SEC, I think he's got that level if he wanted to pursue that.
And his knowledge of the law and all
No,
that.
he's a lawyer, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's built quite the... We got... Where do we have a coach that's even suspect? We got solid everybody. The new track guy's great.
I know
The new soccer woman is great.
Heck yeah.
I don't know. We shot a green. What? No, we got it going on right now at Illinois. This is quite fun.
That's
actually.
right.
Okay.
In fact, I just noticed that the Illinois football team will host UAB in a non-conference matchup for the 2026 season.
UAB.
Opening the game, the opening game schedule starts on September 5th, 2026.
Really? So no August game.
The matchup against UAB finalizes the 2026 non-conference schedule, which includes games against Duke September 12th.
That's here.
Southern Illinois September 19th.
Okay, that's here.
3 non-conference games played at Geese Memorial Stadium.
Well, we'll see if we can keep it going. The big question, of course, is who replaces number 9?
And then we previously announced that we're hosting Iowa, Nebraska, Oregon, and Purdue in 2026. Road trips to Maryland, Michigan State, Northwestern, Ohio State, and UCLA.
Okay. But the question is, who replaces number 9? Who do we get for Luke Altmaier, and what's that going to look like? Yeah. That's a big deal. I mean, to have a 3-year starter like Luke Altmaier.
I know it.
I mean, the ball's in his hands. You feel pretty good. He's just been a really good quarterback. I think Brett thinks he's going to play in the NFL. I don't know. I hope so, but that darn jump from college to pro is just something else. I mean, you've seen a lot of superstars come out of college and not do great in the NFL. I'm hoping Luke Altmaier will be that. I hope he will be an NFL quarterback. But for our guys, I don't know. Do you go to the portal? Do you use what you got? Do you bring up a young guy? I don't know, but I would think there'll be a lot of interest in leading this team from an experienced quarterback somewhere. And, of course, you got to pay. And that's, I mean, price of poker for a quarterback's got to be well over $1 million, isn't it? I mean, some of these quarterback numbers you're getting are, the Michigan, of course, Underwood, he's a quarterback of Michigan. It's like $12 million deal for 2 years. I don't know. It's nuts. $12 million from an alum from the University of Illinois. The guy, Oracle guy. He's a U of I guy, and he gave $12 million to a Michigan quarterback. What are you doing?
Yes.
He's dating a Michigan alum. That's what he's doing.
Still, come on.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
At least give, one more to us.
Anyway, there's all that. All right, going to break. Last segment coming up. I will play the Brad Underwood I got from his thoughts on this new kid that they've just offered and he accepted.
Landon Davis.
He's, I don't know, he looks like Ben Hummerkaus from the standpoint of size, like 6'8" or 6'9".
Right.
Apparently can shoot lights out. So I'll have Brad's reaction to that. He's pretty excited. That's next, 8:29.
There's a new way to stay connected with the Urbana Park District. Just send a text. Got a question or a comment? Text us and we'll reply within 1 business day. And now you can follow your interest. Sign up for text alerts about programs, events, and weather updates. Choose as many interests as you'd like. It's quick and easy. Just visit urbanaparks.org and tap Text Us or Follow Your Interest. Urbana Park District. You belong here.
Football season has kicked in, and you can bet like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circus Sports Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high app limits, low holds, exceptional customer service, and no bet fees ever. Other books may charge you just to get on the field, but with Circus Sports, every play is yours to call. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
There's something special about Monaco's Pizza. Maybe it's the friendly faces that greet you like family, or the thin, crispy crust that's been a hometown favorite since 1959. Whether you're craving classic thin crust, hearty pan, gluten-free, or our one-of-a-kind point pizza, every bite feels like coming home. So grab your family, your friends, or just your appetite and make tonight a Monaco's night. Monaco's Pizza, people-pleasing people since 1959.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump takes on the affordability challenge with new trade deals to roll back prices of everyday goods, things we don't grow, starting with bananas, cocoa, and coffee up 20% this year. Vice President J.D. Vance tells Fox's Hannity the goal.
Make sure that more people can afford a good life. They can afford to buy homes. Young people can afford to start families. And we've actually got good jobs that put people on a career trajectory to stability.
Air traffic off to a better start today as the system recovers from the government shutdown. 600 cancellations, fewer delays. Some TSA workers in Houston got a surprise $10,000 bonus checks from Homeland Secretary Kristi Noem with thanks for not calling out. The BBC offers apologies but no cash compensation to President Trump for editing his January 6th remarks to sound like a direct call to violence. America is listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. A Mahomet school board member charged with hitting a state trooper's car earlier this year in Kankakee County pleads not guilty. State police say in March the trooper responded to a report of debris in the roadway on I-57 near Chabans. Trooper says the driver of the SUV, identified as Harold McComb, was taken to the hospital. McComb cited and charged. Urbana Fire hosting trainings this week thanks to an out-of-the-ordinary donation from a neighboring veterinary clinic. Good Friends Animal Hospital planning to expand in the near future and bought a neighboring house. But before tearing it down, they called the fire department to see if they needed it for training. One of the most historic buildings on University of Illinois' campus just had a big celebration. On Friday, November 7th, the university celebrated 100 years of Huff Hall by opening a time capsule from 1924. State championships were held here from 1926 to 1962, and it was the ultimate spot. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Well, we check your weather. Boy. Thank you. It's great. The Lord is good. This is just, I don't know.
Yeah, let's go. It's the weekend.
I just don't really get jacked up for winter anymore. Not that I ever did, but this is what I like. So the snowbirds that leave, snowbirds like what? Scott Hamilton, former Unity coach?
That's right.
Whatever. What is he, 40? 45? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, all good.
Anyway, 8:33.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign, Urbana have vicinity and a fine spell of weather for the next couple of days. Matter of fact, right on through the weekend for folks enjoying sunshine. Nothing than a few patches of high mid-level cloud from time to time, and that'll do it with regard to sky condition. Temperatures, though, the big story over the next couple of days, as mentioned. A trend back to more seasonal levels and increasing rainfall prospects into next week. Heading towards an afternoon high today of close to 70 with mostly sunny sky and a southwest to south wind 12 to 24 to a bit gusty. Unseasonably mild tonight, increasing cloudiness, lows to about 57. For the day tomorrow, windy and seasonably warm, partly sunny kickoff temperature, and the high around 71. Southwesterly winds will be shifting westerly during the ball game at 20 to 30 miles per hour and gusty. 38 tomorrow night, sunshine at 54 on Sunday. Monday, dry increasing clouds at 53. A couple of periods of rain Monday night into Tuesday. Dry Wednesday, more rain back in next Thursday and Friday with highs into the lower and middle 50s. For CVG Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
8:35. Time for TJ Blakeman. Champaign Center Partnership celebrating the 25th anniversary Parade of Lights. I've still yet to get Diane to go to one of those things. I can't get her to go.
I was just wondering, because it started with Jim Manley and the News Gazette and all of that, and I feel like I might have been there most of these 25 years.
Diane, it's a cool event. I just encourage you to get out of the house and volunteer a little bit.
And really, TJ, you've been, I remember decorating poles in downtown Champaign with you and putting up some evergreens and stuff like that. I mean, how long does it date back for you to be part of the Parade of Lights?
You know, I think that, I don't know, maybe 2003. I came in just shortly after it started. I was an intern with the city and jumped in head first, just like Diane. Mm-hmm. And, hanging garlands on light poles into, taking an entire Saturday to decorate downtown.
Unbelievable.
I love it.
TJ Blakeman. Katie, where's Katie?
She's here.
There was an office she ran for. She should have won. It was ridiculous. And you guys are...
That was water under the bridge a long time ago.
Your kids have to be 5 or 6.
We go way back, TJ.
Your kids are 7 now, 6 years old. What are your kids?
Oh, no. I've got a 14-year-old and an 11-year-old and a 7-year-old. Time just keeps marching forward.
I cannot believe that.
Man.
Isn't that hard to believe?
It is. And last time I saw you haven't changed a lick. What's up?
That's
right.
Well,
thanks.
What the heck going on? All right, so we got the big Parade of Lights.
And it's the 25th anniversary, and Grand Marshal is Bruce and Mary Knight. And Bruce Knight is such a stellar city planner, and to have the Festival Plaza done and have everything kind of centered around there, it's going to be awesome to tap him. Can you go into that a little bit, TJ?
Sure, of course. Well, Bruce has been my boss for 23 years here at the city, and a terrific mentor. But it's incredibly fitting to give him and Mary that honor. He has been instrumental over the past 35 years of his career, helping to rebuild downtown. And so I think that's only fitting as a planning director and the work that he's put into it, that he gets recognized in that way.
So we also have the Festival Plaza that's done and looks awesome, and that's going to be hosting music, and we've got like a mistletoe market and all the fun that's going to be happening with people coming to shop local Saturday on November 29th. Let's talk about the Winterfest start before the 5 o'clock parade.
Yeah, well, there's been so much change in downtown, including our brand new plaza that we opened this year. And so this will be the first year that we can treat that as kind of the epicenter for all of the day-long festivals, events. And so we have created or brought back, I should say, in the very first Parade of Lights, there was a Winterfest that the Park District ran all day. And so we brought that name back, and we're applying it to this full day of activities downtown. So if you come down, of course, you're going to have all the great businesses that are going to be open. They're going to have all kinds of promotions and specials. But we're also going to have, the plaza is going to be a hive of activity. We'll have live music on the stage. We'll have inflatables for the kids. We'll have visits with Santa. There's all kinds of prizes to be won. Hot chocolate everywhere. The popcorn wagon will be out. Horse-drawn carriage rides. We'll have trolley rides all around downtown. There's 2 showings of the movie Elf at the Virginia Theater. So It's a full day.
I'm here
and I encourage
with
everyone
my dad,
to
and he wants me to sing him a song. I love you. I love you. I love you.
come. I love you.
It's such a great movie.
2003 Will Ferrell classic. And see, I was thinking because of the elf, we had to get an elf character walking around. We have 4 or 5 characters, and Kiki and Derek have been great additions to the team with Champaign Center Partnership, and Jenna Manalinkas and her dad with Wells Fargo, a premier sponsor for the event, and so many different sponsors are stepping up. Let's talk about the parade unit look of this, TJ. We need a few more.
We do. A parade is only as good as the units that are in it, and so we need the community to step up and come out and decorate a float, decorate a vehicle, find some walkers, and come out and celebrate with us. It's a terrific parade. I mean, this is one of my favorites. It should be one of the favorites in the community, and it's just a perfect way to kick off the season. It's very short. It's only a half-mile long, so it's pretty quick, but it's also so compact. So you get all those people out there enjoying it. You get all the kids waiting for the candy, all of that. But it's a terrific parade. I encourage everybody to consider putting a float if you've got a business out there, an organization. You want to get in front of a lot of people. This is a great opportunity because the streets will be absolutely packed.
And we have Rantoul's Marching Eagles signed up to be a part of things.
Wow, you got a marching band.
And we have money, Stevie, we give to the boosters.
Wow.
So if anybody knows a local school that has a great marching band, it's the marching band. We'd love to see you in it. ChampaignCenter.com has all the details, and it's easy to navigate that to get another unit in or however that looks.
Listen, TJ, thanks for all your work. You've been around this a long time. Good work.
Well,
I can't believe your kids are that old. And by the way, Bruce and Mary Knight, and for that matter, Bobby Knight, would you not name your children O, Holy, or Silent?
Okay.
My brain goes in different directions.
Joke.
Yeah, no, I know. It just kind of, it's out there, but I couldn't help it. Okay, listen, thank you for joining us, and I hope it's a fabulous 25th of the beautiful Parade of Lights. Thank you, TJ Blackman.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Best to your family. Thanks for your time. 8:41 is the time now. ESPN 93.5.
I'll be calling out the parade on the balcony at the M2 building.
Finally.
And then
encourage you to go host
the
something.
Tree of Lights ceremony as we light the tree with Santa on the balcony with me. It's awesome.
It's 8:41.
Are you tired of shivering in the winter? Look no further than your local heroes at ABC Heating and Air Conditioning. Hi, this is Gina inviting you to give us a call at 217-352-5400 to book your appointment to make sure your furnaces run safely and efficiently this winter. We've been proudly locally owned and operated and have been serving our community for over 50 years. ABC, always be comfortable. Call me 217-352-5400 to book your appointment today or go to abcheatingandac.com.
Sarah Champagne's Ben Quattrone on keeping his employees.
It's got to be the place to work. We have to pay the best. We have to treat people the best. Some of the guys wanted to order pizza the other day. Well, we bought 30 Papa Del's pizzas. BMW had the best month they've ever had. They said, can we have a cookout? Saturday, I cooked like 50 ribeye steaks. And they were expecting like cheese, burgers and hot dogs and stuff. Like, if I'm eating steak, you're eating steak. We both eat steak, we both eat hamburger.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com. At Freedom Roofing, they stand for quality, integrity, and the American way. Locally owned and built on trust, they take pride in protecting what matters most, your home. Their expert team delivers top-notch craftsmanship with unbeatable customer service because you deserve nothing less. When storms hit or roofs age, call the name that stands for strength. Freedom Roofing, proudly serving our community because your roof should be as strong as the country we call home. Freedom Roofing, built on trust, powered by integrity. Visit freedomchampagne.com.
Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home football game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to Geese Memorial Stadium. Stop by Jets Pizza at Neal and Green Street or Round Barn off Springfield and Mattis for their delicious Detroit-style pizza. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets for Fighting Illini football from Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting.
All right. Okay, Brad Underwood again signed a guy that we've never heard of, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be great here. Landon Davis.
Great moment for us, and hopefully a great moment for him and his family. Very excited about his future and his continued growth on the basketball floor here, and young man that fits us, very athletic, very physically big and strong, fits the positional size and shooting, and then a very, very good athlete. So excited to have him on board and look forward to to his time and following him throughout the season. Plays on one of the best teams in Iowa and should be in line for a great season.
Yeah, I bet so. Well, he'll be on the team next year. It's 26-27.
Mm-hmm.
So he's 6 foot 8 or 9.
8 or 9, 250 pounds.
Shoots the lights out from the three.
From Iowa, 26-27 recruitment class.
And kind of early. He only had a few offers from some Missouri Valley teams. But Brad might have got on him early and could have got a great gem for all we know.
Yeah, that's right.
And hear about Colgate. Supposed to be pretty good tonight.
An NCAA tournament team, in my opinion, watching them play, very skilled. Their system is spectacular in terms of what they do. Their court's very open. They've got bigs who can shoot it. They cut. Everything's read-based. They've got a very, very good point guard who lives in the paint. Great speed. They'll mix up defenses. I would expect to see a decent amount of zone. But, we played them 2 years ago and know that it's a team that's built to win championships, and they've done that quite a lot in that conference. And, I think this is one of their better teams.
Okay, well, this is a good game to take. It really is, because it's a different style. You could run into that in the NCAA tournament, where you get one of those Princeton teams that slow the thing down. I mean, it's good to get that experience to play them. Brad's going all across. We're going to play Alabama. That's going to be a track meet. That's next week. Mm-hmm. Let's just play all of them. Mm-hmm. And then don't forget, UConn's coming up. What do they rank? 4th in the nation? It's crazy. UConn's really good.
Yeah.
And then you got your Missouri. And there's somebody else in there. Anyway, we got a tough schedule now.
Yeah, that's right.
But he loves doing this because this is where you learn what you have and what you need to do. But I think we have an international night coming up at the State Farm because we're bulking.
Nice.
I want a bulking potluck.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Yeah, what's that? What's that?
All the different kind of culinary delights, I'm sure.
Here's Brett Bielma about Maryland.
Kind of a good reminder of how crazy it can be in Geese Memorial Stadium. We were in there on Tuesday, I believe. It felt like 22, and out there today I was layered up and had too many layers on. So excited for Saturday. Fans can get out there. Obviously, we've had 4 straight sellouts. To get as close as we can to that would be absolutely awesome. Super excited about this opportunity. Had a bye week. I thought our guys took full advantage of, got healthy, put ourselves back in a position to make a run here, starting with obviously the opportunity this Saturday. Got super respect for Coach Loxley in his entire career. So know we're going to get a very excited Maryland football team to come in here to the stadium, and hopefully we can go out there, take it one play at a time, and see what happens.
It's a weird feeling. It really, really is a weird feeling, knowing that we're going to a bowl. And it was still October when we found this out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
We're just not used to, now we're talking about Detroit or Tampa, right? I mean, we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
So if you win them all, you're going to Tampa. And we'll be favored to win, even though Wisconsin up in Madison, they just beat Washington, who pummeled me. So I don't know what's going on up there. They had quite a good win there, but they don't score much. So I don't know. I just know we get the 15 extra practices. We get the aura of being a bowl team every year, kind of, because we've done 3 of the last 4. So what the heck? This is a cool feeling to be in, but it's also like, oh, we're not in the playoffs. We're going to bowl. You can get kind of that way.
Yeah.
To where, I'm not going to playoffs. Well, okay, guys. Bowl. That's our first goal.
That's right.
Playoffs is the next goal, for sure. All right, then record number of young women want to leave the U.S.
Oh.
A record number of young women, I'm presuming 18 to 30 kind of thing.
Right.
Want to leave the U.S. And to them, I would say, we will miss you. Please go.
Wow.
And tell me what you think.
Right.
And if you're anti-American and you're kind of one of those that live around here and think how rotten we are, good luck to you, because there's no better place on the planet ever conceived than the thought of people running it, and you have freedoms to choose what you want to do every day. Life isn't fair sometimes. Doesn't guarantee a thing except a choice and an opportunity. A choice to live here and an opportunity to succeed. So if you want to go, I think most people most people would say, good luck to you.
This texter at 359-2255, most of these young girls were young teens. If you don't want every person, Democrat or Republican, exposed, you have issues, including King Trump.
He's not a king. Otherwise, he would shut you up.
Not put up with any of
No,
it.
he would just eliminate you. That means he's not a king. It's silly. Some of the stuff is just not true, but sometimes the reality differences are they think I'm lying. We think they're not speaking the truth always. And listen, I would encourage every human, every American that isn't happy here to leave, because there are a lot of cool countries. But I think you're going to find that what you have every day is an amazing blessing.
Yeah.
You just don't. Unfortunately, we've gotten to the point now where if the cable's not working, you're outraged and you want to sue somebody.
Mm-hmm.
What the world? I mean, just get a perspective.
So many opportunities in this great country.
Read some books about how the struggles that we endured any time in the last 250 years has been stuff.
Yeah.
There's been issues and stuff.
Heck yeah.
And I'll be very interested, if I live long enough, to really see how they're writing this period. And it's if Trump doesn't continue what he's doing, and Joe Biden gets in again, that kind of thing, you're going to hear all about how January 6th was an insurrection, and not all about the things that actually did happen on that day. So anyway, it's convoluted at best.
Exactly.
And it's you got to love your country, and if you don't, you should go take a shot somewhere else. I have a feeling you'll come back. I think, and I've said this for decades. If you're not pleased with your life, please go spend 3 years in rural Calcutta. Go spend 3 months in rural Calcutta. Go to a third world country and see what you think. I think you should do that. I promise you, your life will change forever. You will kiss the ground when you come back.
When you and your family were there, it was some of the smells you said you'd never forget.
You just can't ever forget it, and you're ashamed when you start complaining about traffic. You don't understand what's happening to these humans that don't live very long. And they're just wasting away on the street. Some of them are very deformed. They have nowhere to go. And they're begging for anything they can get every day, and there's no sanitation, and there's disease everywhere. You have no idea. So do that, and I promise if you really want to have a happy life, find the Lord and go to a third world country. You can come back, but just go see. Here's Greg.
Logan, everyone, let's check weather for Eastern Illinois. Champaign or Medham is Saturday and a fine spell of weather for the next couple of days. Matter of fact, right on through the weekend for folks enjoying sunshine. Nothing than a few patches of high mid-level cloud from time to time, and that'll do it with regard to sky condition. Temperatures, though, the big story over the next couple of days, as mentioned. A trend back to more seasonal levels and increasing rainfall prospects into next week. Heading towards an afternoon high today of close to 70 with mostly sunny sky and a southwest to south wind 12 to 24 and a bit gusty. Unseasonably mild tonight, increasing cloudiness, lows to about 57 for the day tomorrow. Windy and seasonably warm, partly sunny kickoff temperature and the high around 71. Southwesterly winds will be shifting westerly during the ball game at 20 to 30 miles per hour and gusty. 38 tomorrow night, sunshine and 54 on Sunday. Monday, dry increasing clouds at 53. A couple of periods of rain Monday night into Tuesday. Dry Wednesday, more rain back in next Thursday and Friday with highs into the lower and middle 50s. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Hey, Illini fans. Fall is in the air, leaves are turning, and it's tailgate time. Bring on the Jets Pizza and Wings. Get a one-topping large Jets Pizza, code LJETS for just $16.99, and then wing it. Add an order of Jets Wings for just $6. Use code WINGIT. Be the hit of your tailgate party and wing it. It's not just pizza, it's Jets Pizza.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
I need to get some sort of stamp. I think we've done 10 doggy bags.
Nice.
So, I mean, I'm like a frequent flyer.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing something this weekend in the garage because the weather is so great and pulling out the Christmas. Now, when I was leaving for the cruise, you were thinking about doing that. Where are you
up.
You're up?
Yeah.
Man,
We've
my
been up-
neighbors are up.
We've been up since last. We've had Christmas tree and the garlands on the banisters for a week ago.
Okay.
Or late last week.
Right.
Jana
I feel
said-
like you were saying it when I was heading out last week.
Yep,
So.
it was. Let me show you the picture of the tree. It looks really good.
And you like the just little twinkly white lights, right?
Yeah, we're into the white. We do the white lights. Yeah, there's the tree.
Oh, I love it, Stevie. Nicely done.
And
You want to
then-
show our viewers at Stevie JAYFM
There's
on
outside.
X? Nice.
And
Looking
there's,
good with the wreaths.
And let's see here.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, there's.
And why not get into it now?
Little Hallie.
Oh, the little
Yeah,
Hallie.
this is perfect radio where I show her pictures and you have no
Exactly.
idea what I'm showing. It's just
Exactly.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Hear the show anytime. Stevie JAYFM on
banisters.
X. Man, Stevie, you
There's,
have done some work.
They,
on
they
your
were
Christmas
just
decorating.
evenings, every 2-3 evenings in a row.
Did you put on some Christmas music in the background?
Didn't do that.
Okay.
But should have.
And Miami was totally up. But there was wreaths
Everything.
and trees
Downtown,
everywhere. Yep,
Miami Beach.
There was
How much were
South Beach? I
South
think
Beach.
is what they call
How
it.
much was anything at South Beach? Expensive.
Yeah, and we were walking. We wanted to get a quick drink or something, appetizer, quick before we headed to the airport, and everything. The minimal amount, like the Brussels sprouts that I left from Donnie, 21.
Oh my gosh,
that was and it was just a serving like that.
Hey, listen, thank you, Diane.
Enjoy your weekend and
That
go
is-
Illini, go Rockets, go Spartans.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. Have a blessed weekend. Talk to you Monday.
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home football game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to Geese Memorial Stadium. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets for Fighting Illini football with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow in Champaign-Urbana today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. There's something special about Monaco's Pizza. Maybe it's the friendly faces that greet you like family, or the thin, crispy crust that's been a hometown favorite since 1959. Whether you're craving classic thin crust, hearty pan, gluten-free, or our one-of-a-kind point pizza, every bite feels like coming home. So grab your family, your friends, or just your appetite and make tonight a Monocle's night. Monocle's Pizza, people-pleasing people since 1959.
We should talk about the quality you get at Ashley Home Store.
Because we are the largest producer of furniture in North America, we have to produce at the highest standard. So quality checking everything, up to 300 pounds on all of our reclining furniture. I've been to the factory, I've seen how they do the quality testing, and it's pretty impressive. It's kind of furniture nerdy, but I think it's fun to see how they go above and beyond. So the highest quality steel, they make their own foam, they make their own mattresses. It's the most vertically integrated furniture company in the world. And our website is ashley.com.
Hi, this is Chris Vandeventer with Philo Exchange Bank. We've defined hometown banking for 14 decades. We've been a legacy of trust and dedication. We believe in the power of a community where every neighbor is a member of our family and not just another name. Unlike many other banks, our lending decisions are made within the walls of the bank. Quite simply, local banking means you get what you need quickly and efficiently.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We've had a guy change his mind about whether he ever wants to drive, so I do have an open seat, and we're looking for the right guy that wants to work, wants to get a good income that's going to be stable and steady, and work at a place that really is a family atmosphere and respects the drivers and wants to work with them.
And this is a place that gets you home for the weekends, and that's unique in the trucking business.
Every weekend. Yep, they're able to run some loads that generate revenue, and we're unique. We pay off a percentage so the driver gets a true measure of what that job's worth based on what the customer pays. So they're able to run some loads and still get home and enjoy their family and have some quality home time.
What about getting hold of you if there is a driver that wants wants a job with Gale Forex Trucking, what would they do?
They can call the office at 765-793-7131. My direct extension is 4. They can email me at timo@gftlog.com.
Tim Onstadt, Gale Forex Trucking, dedicated diesel.
Honey, can't wait for you to see your Christmas present this year. It's going to be great.
Well, hope it's better than last year.
The diamond necklace with the matching earrings?
Read the room, honey, and that room is our kitchen.
I'm listening.
Here, listen to Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Hello.
He's here?
It's Black November, and the sale prices at Dick Van Dyke Appliance World are perfect for the holiday season.
Paul, we need a kitchen.
GE Profile Kitchen Package deals are $720 off with rebate, plus a free 10-year protection plan.
Now that's a gift that keeps on giving.
For 10 years.
And I'll see it more than my diamond necklace.
Paul, how about a laundry pair?
Oh, honey, now you're talking.
Electrolux front-load laundry pairs with pedestals are starting at $1,300 off with rebate.
With these savings, I can still get that new set of golf matching diamond bracelet.
Oh.
Looks like my job here is done.
Paul, one other thing. Do you gift wrap refrigerators?
Wow.
Big Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
This is WSJK Tuscola Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals. Coming up on 9 o'clock.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.